Welcome back to Relationship Growth. Today's episode is about something that it might sound subtle, but it completely changes the energy of your relationships. And it's the difference between not caring and being unattached. So here's the truth. You won't get what you want if you act like you don't care if you get it. I'll say that again. You won't get what you want if you act like you don't care if you get it. So this episode is for anyone who's been told to just detach or stop caring so much, but has no idea how to do that without feeling cold, flippant, shut down, or avoidant in their relationships. We're going to unpack the energetic difference between saying, I don't care, and standing in the energy of, I trust. And by the end of this, you're going to understand how to hold your desires with love without gripping or chasing, and without pretending that you don't want them at all. So what it really means to be flippant with your desires. When you're flippant about what you want, it's usually self-protection. It sounds like it's whatever, I don't really care, it doesn't matter. But underneath that lives fear. A fear of rejection, a fear of disappointment, a fear of vulnerability. And in relationships, that energy feels like disconnection. To the person on the receiving side of that, it feels like you don't want me, you don't really like me, you don't care about me. And when you act like you don't care, you're signaling to your partner that the relationship and that they don't matter that much, even if that's not what you mean. They might matter a whole lot to you, but you're trying to either play it cool, or this kind of pull towards being avoidant is coming in. This withdrawal is coming in. And this energetic wall is going to keep love from landing. When we are operating from the state of, I don't care what happens. So let's talk about what healthy detachment looks like. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means that you can hold your desire. You can hold the thing you want with clarity and peace, knowing that your worth and safety are not tied to an outcome. So when we talk about this on a nervous system level, being detached and flippant, coming from a place of fear, is being in a survival state, a fight, flight, freeze, fawn, right? It's being in that sympathetic charge. It's not being able to access safety. But healthy detachment comes from a place of safety. It comes from a place of presence. It comes from a place of peace in our body, in our nervous system. So when you're unattached, your energy says, I know what I want. I'm open to it, and I know I'll be okay no matter what happens. Not getting what I want isn't going to wreck me, because I am so grounded in who I am and what I stand for. So this is emotional maturity. It's power. It's not passivity. And it's magnetic because it's rooted in self-trust. And trust me, if you are single right now, this level of confidence is going to change who you are attracting. And if you're in a relationship, this steadiness is going to bring so much more safety to your relationship. Because when you're living in a state of, I don't care what happens, and you're flippant, you're in activation or you're in complete shutdown. But you're repelling love and you're repelling connection from your partner. And if you're in a state right now with your partner where you're like, you know what, I feel like the two of us are so distant, I don't even know if I want to work on this, I want you to download my guide, Get Out of the Relationship Rut. The first 50 people to download it get it completely free. You can comment the word pumpkin on Instagram to snag it, or check the show notes. And this simple guide is going to help you warm your connection back up enough so that you want to start working on it again. So let's talk about the energetic shift from fear to love. When fear is running the show, we either chase or we completely check out. But when love leads, when we lead our relationship in love, we can want something without needing it to define us. So in relationships, this may sound like, I want to feel close to you, and I also trust that I'll be okay while we figure this out. Now, this is why this is so huge. Because it's happened in my own life. I've seen it happen in my friend's life. It happens in my client's life, where something is going wrong in the relationship. There is conflict. There's dissension in the relationship. And it feels like if we don't fix this immediately, I'm done. If we don't fix this immediately, it's over. I can't handle it. And it's because we're being pushed out of our window of tolerance, out of our capacity to be with the uncomfortable emotions that we're experiencing. But when we're leading from love and we're able to really cultivate that safety in our nervous system, right? Whether you're working with someone like me to expand your capacity to be in safety, to expand your capacity to be in activation, you're doing your own resiliency and resourcing practices. When we have that capacity in our nervous system, we don't have to figure things out immediately. And if your goal is long-term love, you've got to be able to sit in discomfort. Long-term relationships require short-term discomfort. And a lot of us want to run away from that because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel safe. And so instead of being with the discomfort and allowing the relationship, allowing the rupture time to repair and heal, we withdraw. Maybe emotionally, maybe physically, maybe we break up, maybe we divorce instead of fixing the problem. So the balance in all of this is honoring your desire while releasing control. It's what creates safety and attraction at the same time. You're no longer acting from scarcity. You're relating from your wholeness. You know that, yes, this is going on. We have this rupture. We have this point of conflict, this point of tension. But I'm not going to get so wrapped up in it that it's the only thing that matters in my life. I can still access safety inside of myself, and I can lead with love through this, because love will get your relationship a hell of a lot further than fear will. So remember, you won't get what you want if you act like you don't care if you get it. If you're going to continue to be flippant about things, like you could care less, whether in your dating life or in your long-term relationship, then you're not going to get it. You've got to care deeply. Be clear about what you want. Be intentional. Your peace doesn't depend on the outcome. That's emotional freedom. If this episode resonated, get out of the relationship rut. It's completely free for the first 50 people. Comment pumpkin on any of my Instagram posts or check the link in the show notes, and I will see you next week.
Thank you for listening to Relationship Growth. If you enjoyed this episode and you're a fan of the show, please subscribe and leave us a review. If you'd like to connect, you can join me over on Substack or follow me on Instagram @LillyRachels. Let's build love that grows.